Hi everyone, this is Gerald. How are yins doing today? Welcome back to my Saturday off the grid after party. I want to thank everyone who continues to follow along, watch, and stitch with me, as well as like and subscribe. I have actually, as of today, reached over 3,000 subscribers, so I want to thank everyone for subscribing and liking, commenting, and continuing to support my channel. So thank you very much. I'm actually filming on Thursday night because I'm going to be away for the weekend. So, but I didn't want to not have a video this weekend to go along with the video, I didn't want to miss out on a weekend to stitch with all of you. So today I'm actually filming on Thursday, but you will get to see me stitch on black, which I know many of you have asked how I stitch on black and my thoughts on stitching on black. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about that, as well as just about how life is. So let me figure out where I'm at. So I have to go one, this is the second one below there. I'm actually almost finishing up with this one color on this page. So as you can see, I'm stitching on Thea Governor's London. This is on 18 count black Aida, stitched 1 over 1. So we're gonna finish off this thread here. And if you've noticed, I'm sure if you've watched my other Stitch With Me videos, you can see we're in a slightly different position today. And that is because I am stitching fairly late and I didn't want to have to go and set up my regular setup. And I thought I would go ahead and give this setup a try. I'm hoping it works out well. If not, that's okay. We'll go back to my normal setup next week. So anyways, how have you all been? Did you have a nice Christmas? If you celebrate. I did. I had a nice relaxing Christmas with friends. And I will be celebrating Christmas with family this coming weekend, which is actually the weekend that you're watching. New Year's weekend. I'm going home. Where I'm from is about a 5-hour drive from where I live now. So I will be driving up with my friend who is also from that area. And we will be celebrating Christmas as well as New Year's up there. And as well as my mother's birthday, so which is really why I'm going up this coming weekend. But yeah, I had a nice, relaxing, uneventful, quiet Christmas. I went with my friend to visit his aunt, and we spent the day with her and her friends. And it was a very nice day. And then I got to come home and stitch, which made the day even better. And since I have my 2 big finishes last week, I wanted to focus on, since now I only have 2 whips left, London and Henry, I've been really craving to stitch on London for a bit. So we are going to stitch London at least through. I won't get to stitch much over the weekend when I'm home visiting family, and I don't even plan on taking any stitching with me. So I will be, this will be the last time I get to stitch until I return from my trip. And then after New Year's I'll decide if I want to continue stitching on this or what my plan is. I may make a new start, or I may go ahead and finish where I get to where I want to get on this and then make a new start after I finish that. So we'll see. I may also decide to pull out Henry and work on a page of him for a little bit, because I would really like to get Henry finished this year. I know that's a tall order, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities. So you can see I'm still stitching two-handed on my aida. It really, for me, stitching on black aida is no different than stitching on any other fabric. It does not faze me any differently, and I'm able, I think mainly because since I stitch two-handed, I'm already working blind for finding the hole for the needle to come up through. So it doesn't feel any different than if I was stitching on a lighter colored fabric. So I'm currently working on, this is St. Paul's Cathedral in London. Okay, let me see. This pattern is a little bit different than my other stitch along patterns because it's almost like it's a full coverage, even though it's not a full coverage, because there is a lot of empty space on the pattern or on the fabric, but for all intents and purposes it is a full coverage piece. And since I'm almost finished up on this one color, I just want to make sure I get everything. I'm not missing any squares, any X's. So I have to go down here and do 2. So I'm gonna four, 5, 6, 7. I have to put 2 X's in, and then we're going to go ahead and switch colors. Is that the right hole? I don't think it is. There we go. That looks better. 1, 2, And usually whenever I'm stitching a confetti square out in the middle of nowhere, I always check and double check my X's or my counting before I finalize those spots. Okay. That color is complete. So my plans for the weekend are going to mainly be spending time with friends and family in frigid cold temperatures. I'm going back to Western PA, and it's going to feel like I'm in Minnesota because we're going to have below freezing temperatures. Now, I'm not going to the Erie area, which is a lot worse than what I think we only have a few inches of snow, not feet, which is nice. But of course, it's going to be a freezing cold weekend, but that's okay. So, mark off my pattern. And this is one that I have a working copy. I make a copy on my printer, and then I color in with colored pencil. As I go along. Okay. So, firstly, I hope you all have had a chance to watch the video that I posted along with on my channel, as well as on Bendy Stitchy Michelle Garrett's channel. Her and I on Thursday, which is actually today, did a year in review tag, and the first half is on Michelle's channel. And the second half is on my channel, so definitely go check out both channels. That was a lot of fun, and I would love to know your thoughts on if you would be interested in seeing more videos like that. Would you like to have more videos where two stitchers or more are having a conversation? So definitely let me know in the comments if you are interested in that. I know that was a lot of fun for Michelle and I, and we are definitely looking forward to, if not make videos, at least have stitching time where we can sit and chat while we're stitching, even though we're not in the same room. It still feels like it. So that was a really nice time, because we haven't actually talked on the phone. We haven't talked to each other since, other than through text message, since the retreat. So that was definitely really enjoyable for the both of us. And if you are interested in seeing some collaborative videos, who would you like to see me collaborate with in some videos? Throw out some names. Of course, I'm open to anybody, so love to hear the feedback. And I know I get lots of great feedback about my Stitch With Me videos, and you are all very supportive, and I really appreciate all of the wonderful comments. So for New Year's this year, my mom was born on New Year's Eve, so we always celebrate her birthday. It actually trumps New Year's Eve. Of course, we do watch the ball drop and have a little party back at the house. But it will be nice to celebrate with family this year. Usually I'm able to go home for either Christmas or New Year's, not both. So this year I chose to go home for New Year's because it is the birthday. I wish it wasn't going to be so cold, but you know, you can't always have everything. And I do like the seasons because I have something to look forward to in summer. And I am grateful I live in an area where I can, even though it's cold and snowy, I can still get around and life doesn't stop because we had a few flurries or a few snowflakes in the air. So, stitching on this London piece, this is definitely one of those patterns that when you're up close and personal with it, it just looks like a jumble of colors, and it's not until you actually step back and look at it from, say, 3 feet away that you really see the detail in the piece. And I will say, so far I am in love with these Thea Governor pieces, and I know I'm pronouncing that very English American, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced a different way in real life in the native Dutch, I believe it's Dutch, pronunciation. But these patterns are so detailed, and you don't even notice the details until you step back, which I think is just great because, and often for me, it's not until I take the picture and post it on Instagram that I really see the detail. But like today, whenever Michelle and I were doing the video, and I saw the picture, I saw the pattern or the project in the screen for the video screen, I was like, wow, I really see the detail. Because right now, like, these columns just look like columns of color, and it's not until I step back and see that, wow, it does look like a Greek or Roman column. Working on this piece, it's also nice to, because I was working on 40 count, both of my last two projects that I just finished were 40 counts, so this is a nice change, just getting back to, I still get the stitch with one thread instead of two, but it's on an 18 count, which just it's a little bit more, I can relax a little bit because I don't have to stress so much about making sure that it's in the right hole on the fabric, and that, I don't know, it just feels a little bit more of a relaxing stitch. So of course, when I return from my New Year's weekend, I have to go back to work already. I can't believe it's already been a week since I've been off. It doesn't feel like it. And I have not gotten nearly as much stitching time as I was hoping to, because I've just been so busy with wrapping Christmas gifts and shopping for last minute Christmas gifts after Christmas. But I did get to participate in some of the sales, which was nice. And it's just been a crazy busy week. But I guess it will be nice to get back into the normal routine. You know, when I have weeks off like this, I usually let myself sleep in, but then half the time I feel guilty for sleeping in because I feel like I've missed so much time that I could be doing other things. Do any of you feel that way? I don't know. And I mean, sleeping in for me is like 9 o'clock instead of 7. So it's only a couple hours, but I still feel like I lose so much time that I could be doing other things. Right now, I feel the urge to whistle. Should I whistle? So it's funny, the day that I talked about pet peeves, I did not expect FlossTube to pick up that conversation. I mean, it was great because I got to learn so much about other people's pet peeves. And it's funny because Danielle Stitcherista said one of her pet peeves is the fact that caramel is pronounced caramel and not caramel. And Danielle, I don't know if you watch these videos. I'm pretty sure you do. My pet peeve, and this is actually a true pet peeve, I just didn't say it in my other video, is I can't stand when people call it caramel. It's caramel. So I wonder, is that a regional that I never heard it called caramel until I moved away. All my life I heard it pronounced caramel. So is it because, do people call it different things in different regions, or is it just the way people, I don't know. I'm curious as to, is it caramel or caramel in your region? And do people in your regions all call it the same, or is it just different by person? That's just one of those words that I don't know, but it's like fingernails on a chalkboard when I hear the word caramel, because it's caramel. I don't know. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to cut this video this week a little short, just because I am so busy. And I know many of you are busy and have lots of other videos to watch. So I'm going to finish this row of stitches, and we will call it a day until next week for our stitching video. So again, thank you all for watching. Thanks for subscribing and liking and continuing to support my channel. And if you have any ideas for videos you would like to see, leave me a note in the comments or message me on Instagram. I would love to talk to you and get to know other stitchers and what you like and don't like. So have a great day and happy stitching.